This is a quick tour of the new PD with the new update. So over here we are at floor 0 garage, and here we have the personal parking lot where you get your personal vehicles from, and at the other side we have the PD parking lot where you get your PD vehicles from. So if you want to spawn any car to make an arrest, this is the PD parking lot. Then over at this extreme end is the police garage exit. So if you are exiting the garage using floor 0, that's where you drive out from. So if you want to leave the garage, you're going to run to this parking lot, PD parking lot side. That's how you get into the main floor 0. Then over here we have this training patrol for the cadets and the interns. Then opposite we have the arsenal where you pick your weapons, your guns, your vest. And this is the arsenal room. The arsenal is not inside the arsenal room just like it was before. Then opposite the arsenal, directly opposite the arsenal, you are going to see the PDHP, which is also known as the infirmary. So this is the infirmary. All the rooms over here are the HP. So whenever you die, this is the place that you are going to respawn at. So moving on, when you come out from the infirmary, just by the left hand side, you are going to see the PD gym. So this is the gym room over here. This is the new and improved gym room over here. So this is where you come for your trainings, your 1v1s and the rest. Then opposite the gym room, you have something called the shooting range. Before, this room was inside the arsenal, but now it is a room on its own. This is the shooting range. When you want to get better at your aiming, you come here, you enter into the shooting practice, which I did not do because of the sake of this video. But if you can do that, you can come here, get better on your aim and the rest of that. So that's what that room is used for. So basically that is all for the floor 0, the garage, and all the rooms in the floor 0. So moving on to floor 1. Here is the floor 1. Once you get down from the elevator, to your left hand side, you are going to see the jail room. This is the jail room. So you have to, when you have a suspect, you open this gate, you get into the jail room, then you jail your suspect. So you have to enter into here before you be able to jail your suspect. So this is how the jail room looks like. When you are done, always make sure that you close the jail room gate. So all these rooms you are seeing here, this interview room 105 to room 107, these are interrogation room. If you have a suspect and you want to interview or interrogate them, you bring them into here. Then over here, the criminal search is also known as your wanted mission. This is where you pick your wanted mission. Then when you come outside from the jail room, you are going to meet the main floor 1 lobby. This is the floor 1 lobby where you normally see civilians and the rest. Then over here is a violation spot where criminals come in to surrender if they have violations. Then over here we have the floor 1 conference room or the floor 1 meeting room. This is where the FTOs use for hiring. This is the office, the meeting room where the FTO use for hiring. So this is what this conference room is used for. So if you moving on, you're going to see other sets of rooms which are known as the report room. So if you have a civilian that wants to make a report for privacy sake, you can bring any of them to this room so you can take their report. We have 2 of this room that are functioning in floor 1. So if you just come out from the lobby, straight ahead you see the report room. So yeah, floor 2, when you come down from the elevator, you are going to see the first room by your left, which is the SWAT office. This is also the office for the LG and the CG, and also the office that you get your contraband search. So whenever you're coming to this office, always make sure you knock before you come here to pick your contraband mission or you enter into this office, because it's the Lieutenant General's office and the Colonel General's office. So always make sure you knock before entering any of those offices. Then over here, which is the dispatch center, is for the rank 9 generals. This is the rank 9 generals office, and also the office you come to pick your patrol mission. Also, before you enter this office, always make sure you knock before coming in to pick your patrol mission. Also, over at the left hand side, you are going to see the cafeteria. This is the cafeteria at the left hand side after the dispatch office. If you move forward at the left hand side, you see the cafeteria. Down in the cafeteria, there's a room called the break room. I don't know who this office is for yet, but there's a break room down at the cafeteria. There's a room called the break room. So after the break room, if you come outside from the cafeteria, the next room you are going to see by your left, the next room is the squad room. This is also known as the floor 2 meeting room. where orientation classes and other meetings are going to be held in. So this quadroom is going to be used for orientation classes by RTUs. So know that this is the floor 2 meeting room, also known as the squad room. So those are all the rooms in the left hand side of floor 2. Moving on to the right hand side of floor 2, we have another office for the rank 9 generals known as the detective division. So this is another office for the rank 9 generals. Then moving on, we are going to see the DFG's office, which is the deputy chief's office. Over here at floor 2, we have 3 offices for the DFGs. So this is one of the office for the DFG over at the right hand side of floor 2. Then the next office to it is the FG's office, which is the chief of police office. So this is the FG's office. And always make sure before you enter into any of these offices, the FG, the DFGs, or any of the general's office, always make sure you knock or ask for permission. So this is the second DFG's office, and this is the third DFG's office in the right hand side of floor 2. So those are all the offices here at floor 2. Those are all the functioning offices here at floor 2. So that's all for the tour, and I hope this helps. Thank you.